So in the previous session, that is the first session, I have given some basic information about the what is meant by automation testing, what is meant by manual testing, right? So the different types of testing jobs which are available in the market. So these kind of data which I shared with you yesterday part, got it? And also I have covered about what are the differences between functional testing and as well as non-functional testing. So being a test engineer, you are going to work with some functional part, you are going to work with some non-functional part. Okay, in the previous session I covered detailedly with some example. So where exactly functional testers roles are applicable, where exactly non-functional testers roles are applicable. Okay, so these differences which I have explained very clearly. Very remember, for the newbies who are attending for the session first time, I'm just giving just definition part here. Okay, functional testing means verifying the working nature of the application, right? There are some fields are there, how that fields are going to be work out. Let's say suppose there is a username and as well as password, right? So username field should accept the characters. Password field should convert the characters into some special character formats like dot character or star character format. Password should not visible, right? So these are all are related to the functional aspects. So verifying these kind of activities is nothing but functional application, functional verification. Non-functional verification means verifying the performance of the application behavior activities. Suppose when so many people are hitting the application at a time, definitely application will be feeling stress. So exactly where application feeling stress, how much of load it is taking, when this certain amount of load is taking, application response how it will be. So these all things will be identified and calculated, verified and validated by the non-functional testers using different tools. Understand? So this is the part. We are using Google, we are using YouTube and Facebook and everything. Have you seen the Facebook servers and YouTube server or Google servers are down? Very rare case, very rare case. Yes or not? But how they are managing this much of amount of load and everything? Because they are using the distributed environment technologies and everything. Understand? So that's a complete different aspect. But here, being a testers, we should understand the differential part between functional and as well as non-functional. Okay, let's jump into today's discussion part. We have a different functional automation tools, guys. Different functional automation tools. Yes, using this set of automation tools, we can do functional testings in automation part. Okay, you just forgot about manual part because that is not in our curriculum. We are just discussing about the automation part. So manual testing means verifying the scenarios manually. That means a physical, a human resource help is required. Everything you need to be input. Everything you need to be input. But in automation testing, what it is, only the human resource requirement is while preparing that application code, human retention is required. After that, it will execute automatically. Those things you are going to be learned in this course. How we need to automate any application. You want to automate Facebook application? Yes, you can automate. You want to automate Gmail? Yes, you can automate. Okay. But a certain limitations are there. Then only we can do that. We cannot do complete automation because we don't have a complete control on the application. Got it? In future, in next coming scenarios, I'm going to tell you what things you can automate, what things you cannot automate. Hmm? Will tell you that. And keep remember one point, if you join in any company, you are assigned to any project, remember guys, 100% no project is going to be automated. 100% no project is going to be automated. Why? Because though it is possible, but it requires lot of handling of challenges. Why? Because people handling is required, right? Resource requirements are required, infrastructure is required, hardware requirement and software requirement. There are so many challenges will come. Client keep on changing the requirements. So these are all are the practical challenges when we are working on real projects. So that is the reason 100% implementation of automation project is not, I'm not saying not possible, but it is very challenging part. So that is the reason the whole project will be identified. Some requirements, it is better to go with automation. Some requirements, it is better to go with the manual part. Like that, they will segregate and they can do that part only. Okay, sir, which scenarios it is better to go for automation testing? You will see. You will understand and you will learn in the next level topics. Okay, just remember that. Now, if you see this example list of functional automation tools in the market, there is a Selenium. So that is a current platform you are trying to learn. Before Selenium, people are using about QTP. Nowadays, that name was renamed to UFT. So today and nowadays, people are calling this tool as a UFT. No one will call it as a QTP. Earlier, it is the name like Quick Test Professional. It is a product of Mercury initially. Later on, HP company got incorporated that. Okay, now that product got renamed as a UFT, Unified Functional Testing, and it is a product of Micro Focus company currently. Okay, but what the differences we can see between QTP and UFT? A little bit of UI changes and feature changes we can able to see. Only version differences and version. Okay, so that is the QTP tool. Like 5, 6, 7 years back or 10 years back, the whole automation market, a lot of people are using to automate their applications using QTP. But nowadays, it's very rare people are using about these tools. Everybody was using about Selenium. Now, some more new tools are also came into the market, AI based tools, right? So that is the reason. So every time, every year, the market is going to be up to dated and upgraded with new features, new enhancements, new challenges, and everything. So by that reason, we should also up to date according to the market. Then only we should have a chances, right? So that is the reason updation is always important in the IT sectors. Okay, next you see what in Lisa, RFT, and Windmill, Renorex, Sahi. These are all our old tools, guys. I hope current days 1% of people also there is no sure these are using by them, right? Most of the people are they are using Selenium, recent days Tosca, Cypress, RPA. These kind of tools are implementing in the current automation projects. Okay, right. Now you see guys, I'm talking about Selenium because it is our curriculum part. It is a free and open source platform for Selenium team. So why majority of the people are using Selenium? Because it is a free and open source platform. So people definitely get a doubt. Sir, when it is a free and open source platform, is there any guarantee of security? Yes, guys. Yes, because though it is a free and open source, the team of Selenium has provided lot of security features in the Selenium part, because it is purely developed using about the Java platform. Java is also free and open source platform, right? But nowadays you take about lot of secure applications like banking applications, mobile applications, gaming applications, finance applications. So many applications are developing using the Java, right? So because of that backend supportability, Selenium is also secure platform. So that is the reason most of the companies are trying to implement their automation scenarios using Selenium part. So that is the reason you also trying to learn Selenium part today. Understand? Yes, there is a some differences between Selenium and QTP. Few differences I have written. Will tell you that in this session also. So why Selenium got more popular when compared to the QTP tool? What advantages with QTP? What drawbacks with QTP? Similarly, what pros and cons with Selenium also? I'm going to tell you. so that you can easily make a distinguish between Selenium and QTP. Okay, why Selenium is more demand in the market? You will understand. Understand? Right. Tosca tool. If you see this, Tosca is also one of the familiar automation tool in the current days, but it is from the Tricentis company. But the thing it is commercial product and expensive tool. It is not a free tool, guys. It's a commercial tool and also expensive tool and heavy tool it is to maintain. So that is why Tosca is not at all implementing by all projects or all companies in all accounts. It depends. If your client is able to invest that much of things and everything, definitely they will go for that. But it L1, L2, right? These type of companies are not able to implement Tosca. Why? Because it requires about heavy maintenance and expenses. So that is the reason. Next, similarly, robotic process automation. You maybe hear about this name. It's completely developed using AI platform, artificial intelligence platform, guys. And this RPA is having about different tools like UiPath, Blue Prism, Automation Anywhere, these kind of tools we have. Okay, but when it is go for RPA, programming is not required, guys. You take UiPath, Blue Prism, Automation Anywhere, programming is not required. It is just like tool. Okay, whatever you want to do, you just drag and drop. So automatically that diagram will design the code and everything. So when I say this word, people felt it is more flexible to us. Okay, but the thing it is when you take a career point of view, definitely first you start your career with some programming basic. Then based upon your experience, you have to upgrade into some these kind of tools. Then it will be a correct way to upgrade your data or upgrade your skill set. Suppose I am a fresher. I'm trying to get a job on RPA. Is it possible? No. You just open any job portal, you search for RPA jobs. Are they taking on freshers or any experienced resources? Definitely they have to go for experienced resources. You are a fresher, I know RPA, please give me a job. No, no one will choose you. Why? Because you don't know the real challenges when I'm using that particular tool. So that is the reason these kind of tools are benefited when you have some certain of experience. But when you go for Selenium, though you have an experience, though you are a fresher, everybody can enter into the automation sector in testing, because popularly implemented and in all companies, even it is a small company or mid-level company or multinational company. So that is the number of opportunities are more when compared to these tools, Selenium having more. Got it? Yes. Similarly, we have a different non-functional tools. So yesterday I talked about this. Non-functional means behavior or performance of the application. Performance is nothing but the request and the response is nothing but performance. The gap, the time bond between or the time period between the request and as well as the response is nothing but performance. Okay, I have opened one web application and I want to register my details into that web page. When I fill all the details, when I click on submit button, your details must be submitted very fastly into the database. Suppose if it is taking more time to submit your details, it means that lag, the time period is going to be identified in the non-functional testing part. So if it is more, user retention will be reduced. So to perform that, these kind of tools are there: Windrunner, LoadRunner, JMeter, WebLoad, NeoLoad, LoadStorm. There are so many advanced tools also available in the market, but still some people are using about JMeter nowadays. Okay, right. So you have seen the different list of automation, functional automation tools, and as well as different non-functional tools also. Okay, don't be confused. If anyone asks you what is Selenium, You can easily say that it is a free and open source platform. Okay, one more additional point is also there that I will tell you where exactly we need to provide. Tell me the different non-functional tools you know. So whatever I have selected on the screen, you have to list out. At least a few of them you have to list out. Got it? Yes. Now I will go to the Selenium part. Just now I said about Selenium it is a free and open source platform from Selenium team. The purpose of Selenium is to perform web automation, guys. To perform web automation. So that is why it is called as a web automation tool. So this is the complete definition. What is Selenium? It is a free and open source platform which is used to automate web applications. Right? You know the meaning of web applications. Web applications means the applications which can be run using the web browsers. That is nothing but web application. To run the web application, what things we require? Internet connectivity is required. You take any application, Google, YouTube, Facebook, any application, any web page or any web application. These are all our example for web applications, right? These web applications easily can be automated with the support of Selenium. Understand? But Selenium drawback is also there. It cannot automate. It cannot automate desktop related applications. That means standalone applications we cannot automate. Standalone applications means, let's say, suppose you have downloaded some application from the Google or internet. You have to install it. You have to install it before using in your computer. So setup is required. Otherwise, we cannot use it. Those kind of applications we cannot automate using Selenium. That is a drawback. Actually, why? Because Selenium designing purpose is different. That is why they never concentrate on the standalone application part. Their main focus is to automate web applications only. Why? Because nowadays you take the market, almost all standalone applications are migrating into web applications. The current market is completely changed to the mobile applications. You see that 5 years, 10 years back, we don't have these many number of mobile apps. Only we have web applications. But now you take any application, first they are focusing on the mobile apps because the number of people are using the mobile handsets. So it is very comfortable to use the applications from the mobile rather than the system because system cannot be carried everywhere. So but mobile, it is in our pocket. So that is the reason the market is also just changing the people's requirements and they are just designing and developing, focusing on the number of mobile applications. So when it is a number of mobile applications, definitely there are more opportunities also in the market. Using Selenium, we can automate mobile applications also. That is the advantage. Okay, so using Selenium, we can automate mobile apps also. Both Android we can automate and iOS also we can automate. But an extra tools are required. Appium, these kind of tools are required. When we have that, we can do Selenium automation for the mobile applications also. Got it or not? So the main purpose of Selenium platform is to automate web applications, and also we can do mobile application automation also with the support of some tools like Appium. So this is a kind of definition, guys. A basic intro. What is Selenium? And it is a freeware. You need not to purchase anything. You can download it freely from the official portal. We have a Selenium official portal. From there itself, we need to download this Selenium platform. Okay, and using this, So we can automate web and mobile application, but not desktop application. Just now I have given that part. And Selenium, whose product it is. If you take any product or any platform, some company which should be developed. When coming to that, who is the back people for the Selenium? Guys, Selenium is not from any specific company. It is from the group of people. Okay. It is from the group of people they formed as an association. They are just developing their contribution to development of the Selenium platform. But when it is entering into the market, so many giants are investing their hard-earned money in Selenium development. Indian companies, US companies also investing in the Selenium automation development because they have seen the features of Selenium. We'll show you that that information also. The main advantage why people are using Selenium in the market here it supports Java. Everyone, most of the people, they heard about this word Java. Java is a very popular programming language. Ruby, Perl, Python. Python is also most demanding programming part. Java and Python both are having more competition, right? C Sharp, HTML, JavaScript. These all the scriptings or languages which are supported by the Selenium. So that is the reason more flexibility to use the Selenium. But QTP doesn't support these many number of languages. That is why it is one kind of drawback for it. Got it? And one more advantage is I said Selenium is to automate web applications. So all web applications we can access through web browsers, correct? So there are different web browsers are available in the market, very familiar Chrome browser, Google Chrome. And next, Microsoft Edge browser. It is an re-intention browser from Internet Explorer. Internet Explorer is completely stopped. No Internet Explorer services are supportability nowadays. Microsoft is completely stopped their services. Instead of that, we are using Microsoft Edge browser. This is also a very popular competition for the Chrome browser. Similarly, we have a Mozilla Firefox browser, Opera browser, Safari browser. These many number of browsers we have. So the advantage with Selenium is it supports all kinds of browsers. Major browsers all are supported with Selenium. That is also one advantage, right? And it supports multi-platforms also. Suppose you are having Windows machine. Yes, Selenium support. You are having Linux platform. Selenium supports. You are having Mac. Selenium supports. So that is why platforms also supported. So Selenium will be more number of chances are there to use. Okay, and it is a more extensible platform. Extensible is nothing but easy to extend it. Suppose in future, if any things you want to be add, Selenium easily supported for that. Just now I have given one example. If you want to automate mobile apps also, that also possible with Selenium, but using some tools is required, correct? The tool is called as a Appium. Appium is a different product. Selenium is a different product, right? These two products are not from same company. They are from different organizations. But how we can use both of them? Because of Selenium flexibility. Selenium extensibility, we can integrate Appium with Selenium so that we can able to use it. So that is why Selenium is a more extensible platform we can use. And in our curriculum, we have a Cucumber also. Selenium, Core Java and Cucumber. These three combinations you are going to learn in our curriculum. So Cucumber is also a different part. It's a behavioral driven aspect. So Cucumber is a different product. But we can able to integrate Cucumber features and we can able to write our program or script in the Selenium part. But how it is able to possible? Because of its extensibility. Based on these all features, Selenium got more demanded in the market. I hope you people got some idea about why Selenium is more more features and more demand in the market. Still, there are some more additional features, but I have written only the major points which should be covered, right? In the next part, QTP. Just now, how I have explained Selenium features. Similarly, the QTP features also there. Selenium is a free tool. QTP is a commercial tool. Though they are providing 30 days free trial, after that we need to purchase, or else we need to reinstall. We need to log in with a different email ID, then we can use it. But when you go for companies, commercial projects, commercial licenses, company should purchase that. So that is why QTP is a commercial tool. It's not a free product. 30 days trial we have. Next, we can automate desktop applications, web applications, and mobile applications. In this point, QTP have a one point. So we can automate any kind of application, standalone application or desktop application, web application, mobile application. So any kind of application you can automate using QTP. Understand? Right. And it is initially a product of Mercury company, guys. When it is invented, it is a product of Mercury. Later on, the HP company has incorporated that. So that is why it is a product of HP Mercury, HP QTP. But recently, due to some changes, okay, that I have written that version number also here, up to 2006, right, it is a product of HP. Next part is UFT version number 11.5 onwards, that it is combined of some services and they have make into one package that is called as a UFT packages and everything. Okay, later on they have purchased about the micro focus licenses and everything. That is why it is a product of micro focus. UFT, Unified Functional Testing. QTP, Quick Test Professional, the full forms for it. Okay, and when it is coming to the QTP, it is uses C#, .NET, VB scripting, Visual Basic scripting. It is used by that, right? But when coming to the Selenium, it supports C#, and Java, PHP, Perl, Ruby, Python, JavaScript. There are so many options, but here there is no options, right? And it initially supports Internet Explorer, that later on they are upgrading their services. They are supporting for other browsers also. So recent changes and everything. And it supports for basically Windows platforms only. Now they are trying to implement in alternative platforms also, like Mac and Linux also. They are providing some beta versions. Okay, still some changes are happening and it is very less extensible. Why? Because it is a commercial product. So when it is a commercial product, we cannot integrate any third-party applications with that. Understand? So here the list of QTP features, pros and cons, whatever we can call. Understand? So with this, you people got some clarity between the Selenium and QTP. You need not to compare all. At least the competitor tool you have to be understand. Okay, right. Next, the next question the people will get: when to start automation testing? Imagine, guys, I am a manual test engineer. I am working on some project and I am doing manual testing in that project. Now your client is asking, you have to automate our project, you have to automate some scenarios from our application. So this is the thought which is given by the client. Now, when to start automation? Okay, thought is came, but there should be some particular chance we should start. When the build is stable, then only we can go for automation to save the regression testing time. So with this line, some manual testing topics you should understand here. What is meant by build? What is meant by stable? What is meant by regression testing? People already having some knowledge on manual testing, they know this usage of the regression testing. Hmm? So regression testing, let's say I'm a developer. I'm a developer. You are in a test engineer. I'm working on one login module, guys. One login, basic example I'm taking, one login module. Basically, when you take any login module, what are the common fields we can see? Username, password, login button or sign in button. That's it. Correct? Basic login. Okay. I have prepared the code and I designed that application and I released that application to the testing team for testing purpose. You people are ready to test the application, right? You are testing that application. It is working fine. Next time the client is asking in that login application, add one more field also, that is mobile number field also. Apart from username and password, add login with mobile OTP. That field also a new feature got added. So for that new feature, I'm a developer. I have written that code and also I release it to the testing team. Now, being a test engineer, what you need to do? I have released a new feature. You have to test it. When you are testing the new feature, you should also test the old features also. That means existing features also you should test. Why? Because to test the existing features are working fine or not. Okay, while implementing this new feature, the existing features should not be disturbed. If it is disturbed, what is the use of that? Definitely there is an error. Understand? So if any new features are adding, existing features also must be in the working fine functionalities. So regression is nothing but when you are testing the new features, the existing functionalities also, it should be working fine. You have to test that. That feature is called as a regression. So every time you need to do regression and everything. So the best answer is, so if it is keep on continuing doing the same work again and again and again, it will take you more time. Correct or not? So that is why to stop that, automation testing will help you to save your time. So one time efforts, automation is nothing but one time efforts. So that efforts are implemented properly. So that can be useful. That will be useful every time whenever you want to be execute. You need not to do any manual process. But if you want to do automation testing, the build must be, that means the application must be stable. If application is keep on changing, the UI application means UA, user interfaces, the fields are keep on changing, automation testing, it's not a correct solution for it. So when you go for automation testing, when the build is stable, stable means no changes. When the application is stable, then we can go for automation to reduce or to save our regression testing time. Every tester, they should go for regression testing. Without regression, no project is going to be tested, whether it is a manual part or automation part, anything. Understand? So this is the a basic point you have to understand. Next, just now I have explained that build means it's a application, a small application, right? What is the difference between a partial application and fully loaded application? Partial application means an application which is implemented with some requirements. Fully loaded application means an application which is implemented with all features. We'll give you one example. Suppose the client is giving 10 requirements with you, 10 requirements. In agile environments, I think you heard about that agile. Nowadays, most of the people are using agile implementations because of we can develop an application a small amount of time. a small amount of features and everything. Let's say there are 10 client requirements are there. Instead of 10 requirements developing at a time, in agile practices, they will design a few requirements out of 10 and they will develop, they will test it and they will release it to the client. So the client will verify that whether it is as of my expectation or not. If any changes are there, immediately the client will make the changes. That means give the changes. So that is possible to implement the new requirements in the next releases immediately. Sprint, that is called as a sprint. Okay, that's a different practice. So that is why a few requirements is called as a partial application. A fully requirements is nothing but fully loaded application. So this is called as build. Okay, and the official Selenium portal. I said about one word where we need to download the Selenium downloads and anything. We should not download from any third party because it may be contains any spam and virus related content. We always download from the suggested portals only. We have a Selenium official portal. So that is called as selenium.dev. Selenium.dev. So earlier, this is the portal called as Selenium hq.org, guys. Let me open that. So this is the portal. Even if you type for Selenium hq.org, this will be redirected to selenium.dev. Understand? So this is an official portal. So from here itself, we need to download. You just go through this portal when you have a free time today, so that you people will basically understand what exactly it will do. Okay, they are giving a lot of information here. So some latest updates, Selenium conference in Chicago 2023. And these are the Selenium features, actually Selenium components, Selenium IDE. This is next level information I want to tell you. But until that, you can go through that. You maybe get some information about it. So these are all are the Selenium sponsors who are contributing their for the development of Selenium in the market. So these all companies are supporting for Selenium development. Browser Stack, Sauce Labs, Experitest, Apply Tools. These are all are the different companies they are contributing for the development of Selenium. Understand? So there are a lot of information they have provided. You can just go through that and you can work out. Okay. Next, here it is a download space. So from here it is, we need to download the required feature, the required platform, whatever you want. Okay, this downloads which file we need to download. I will tell you all these setup part and configurations and everything in the next level classes and everything. Okay, so I said about Selenium supports C#, Ruby, Java, Python, and JavaScript. Based on your language platform, we need to download the relevant one. Suppose I want to use Selenium with Java, this one is required. Ruby, this one, C#, Python, JavaScript. For every programming language, they are giving a platform for us. So we need to download the relevant jar file or download file. We need to set up accordingly. Okay, Selenium, it's not a pre-packaged tool, guys. QTP is a pre-packaged tool. Pre-packaged tool. When you download, one exe file will be downloaded. But Selenium, it's not like that. It is a jar, Java archive file. So based on the file type, you can configure whatever you want. It is just platform. You design whatever you want using this platform, like that it is. We'll tell you how to do that in the next level implementations. Okay, so what kind of browsers it is supported and what kind of operating systems it is supported, everything it is available. Just go through that. This is the documentation part, because for every platform, documentation help is mandatory so that you people or new people can easily understand what things we can do that. So just similarly projects. These are all are Selenium components. The whole Selenium course is designed using these components. These components you will understand. Understand? So this is about an official portal. You just go through that. So see, I have written also Selenium component, Selenium IDE, Selenium RC, Selenium WebDriver, and Selenium Grid. Hmm? And Selendroid and Appium. These all informations I have written. This is next level data, guys. Because once we started about finalized classes, then I'm going to start with these components and everything. Nowadays, Selenium IDE, no one is using. Selenium RC, it's completely outdated and also deprecated. No one is using. Everyone is using Selenium WebDriver. Selenium WebDriver. So, and in this WebDriver, you are going to learn some frameworks also, because when you go for any automation, the main part is what is your framework. Definitely they will ask you what is the framework or what kind of framework you are using in your automation project. Suppose you are somewhat an experienced guy, like 8 years or 10 years, more than 8 years of experience in automation part. So you will be assigned to some framework level designings also. You will be called as an architect. Okay. So you are responsible for the designing and development of the customized framework as per the client requirements. So for that, you should be good in some programming part and everything. Understood? Yes. So frameworks are there. What are the different frameworks we should understand and we should learn? Those frameworks also I'm going to tell you. Okay. And also you are going to understood how that framework will be useful in the market. That means when you are assigned to a real project, how to use that framework. These are all are practically I'm going to tell you guys. It is not a theory related content, as well as theory and as well as practicality and live. That means how these things are practically implemented in the real time. Those things are covered in our curriculum. Understand? So these are the basic info about the Selenium intro and everything. So these components I'm going to detail give you in the next level topics and everything. What are the different automation strategies or approaches? Okay. And what are the prerequisites for Selenium with Java? You are learning Selenium with Java, guys. Why? Because it is a commonality. Most of the opportunities you are having Selenium with Java. Okay. Selenium with Python also we have, Selenium with C Sharp also we have, but when we compare among these three, Selenium with Java is having more opportunities. Sir, I know Selenium with Java, but I don't know Selenium with Python. Okay. Frankly, you can say, if any interviewer is asking about that, we are looking for Selenium with Python people. Frankly, you say, based on my previous experience, we have worked on Selenium with Java, right? So if you provide any opportunity, definitely I have to I will upgrade my skill set into Python and definitely will work on it. Every time you have to be in the positive aspect, right? That means the interviewer will see that how much interest you are having on the career building and your skill set upgradations and everything. No, sir, I don't know. Selenium with Python, it is difficult for me. If it is Selenium with Java, then only I can work. That never work out to you. Okay. You have to be adjustable. So in this Selenium with Java setup part, these are the prerequisites, guys. Selenium server file we have to download, and Java JDK platform is required, and Eclipse platform is required. So these three platforms we need to download and we need to integrate and configure. Then only we can able to write down or implement our scenarios. Okay, without using